Hello, I'm Jovan Johnson and this is the IMF Tracker. In this program, we keep close tabs on Jamaica's deal with the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and whether the targets are being met. And we begin our first episode with a look at Jamaica's historical relationship with the fund. Jamaica entered its first arrangement with the IMF in 1963, 1 year after the country gained independence. Over the years, the relationship continued for varying intervals, but the 14-year period, 1996 to 2010, was the longest for Jamaica without a deal with the IMF. According to the central bank, Jamaica's most active period of borrowing between 1973 and 1996 was largely aimed at correcting balance of payment problems. And now to the current deal. Jamaica's 4-year loan arrangement with the IMF is underpinned by at least 5 main pillars. They include structural reforms in areas such as tax and pension. Jamaica must also carry out debt management operations and improve social protection programs to help the most vulnerable. Meanwhile, a team from the IMF in Washington is expected to arrive here today to conduct a review of Jamaica's performance for the quarter ending June. The government said it's confident that Jamaica will pass this first performance review. And what are the prospects for the next quarterly review? Under its latest loan agreement, the IMF has outlined specific targets for the Net International Reserves NIR that must be met. Throughout the history of Jamaica's relationships with the IMF, maintaining the NIR has been one of the most difficult targets. For September, the target for the local committee overseeing Jamaica's IMF program is $883 million. This safety net will be required if Jamaica is to exceed the minimum performance criteria for September. Jamaica is due to start making payments to the $81 billion standby loan agreement, which was inked in 2010. The government was expected to disburse $78 million to begin a series of payments set to last up to 2028. Meanwhile, Bert Van Selm is the new IMF resident representative in Jamaica. At the end of July, he replaced Dr. Jean Leon, who is now on another IMF mission. And that's where we end our trek this week with the IMF Tracker. I'm Jovan Johnson.